Hello, everybody. We're back for another episode, and today I'm going to be going over my Bonk Druid list. This is similar to the list that I ran to rank 11 Legend on EU earlier this month. My entrance was 11. I'm decayed from that, but it was an 11, a 10-star bonus to 11 on EU. The only change I've made is I'm now running two innervates instead of two bites, and that lets me get to the premium four cost cards a little bit faster. So the powerhouse of this deck is the Park Panther Oaken Summons, the Witching Hour pulling Park Panther, and also pulling the quest reward from Lost in the Park if we've completed quest and not defeated the opponent, as well as just having innervates to get extra attack damage out onto the board on the hero. So Lunar Eclipse feels really nice into Pirate Warrior. Solar with Swipe is reach into our bad matchup, our only bad matchup, which is even Reno Lock. As far as good matchups, Odd Hunter, if you guys are facing a lot of Odd Hunter, this just straight farms them. I go something like 95%. I believe I did go 19-1 on EU on my climb this month. I lost one game and I was like really tired at something like 4 in the morning and just wasn't paying attention. Probably misplayed. Might have just been that I was tired and didn't win that one, but it was close, right? Usually I win on 60 health because we gain a bunch of armor. Lost in the Park gives us what, 10, 18 armor if you get and play the quest reward. The other powerhouse cards in the deck are Secure the Deck, which you always keep in the mulligan and play on 1 or 2 if you get it. It just gives you, it's a fireball, right? It's a 1 mana fireball. You get claws that you then have to play, but I guess it's technically a 4 mana fireball. But still, 4 mana fireball, spread how you need it to be spread, super synergistic with the idea of the deck. Savagery is also extremely good. Lesser Jasper Spellstone, you usually have it as a greater Spellstone within like a turn after you get it, because you upgrade Lost in the Park, and opponents can't really deal with that amount of armor. I mean, one deck that I've also kind of run into issues with on EU was Ignite Mage. But if they're playing by the rules and not taking all the time in the world to complete their combo, you can out armor them, right? If you have 90 armor or 90 health, consisting of 30 armor or 60 armor, 30 health, and they can't deal with that, what are they going to do, right? So you can end up out armoring a lot of decks. I've beaten Even Lock, even though it's a really tough matchup. I've beaten Even Locks that have gone like, I had one guy play like actually 3 Dreadlords in a game, and I beat that just by continuing to hit him in the face. And then eventually I had, I think it was a Solar swipe turn on like turn 10 or something. I could be wrong exactly how I beat him, but it was something like that where I just saved resources. You play to the game plan, which is hit him in the face. Odd Hunter, super free. I'm not going to talk about it. You guys can figure out how to win the game on your own merit. It's really, really easy against Odd Hunter. Against Pirate Warrior, which is kind of a tough matchup to solve. But once you know that you only really go for trades, if you're under lethal threat, if it is Rokara, or if it's a South Sea Captain or a cannon, and those are the 4 situations you'd go into trade mode. Otherwise, you're just going full face. I went 12-2 on the climbs. It's a really good matchup if you know what you're doing. This deck is pretty linear, as in like you don't do a whole lot of like one person's not going to make one decision and a different person is not going to make a decision that's like completely opposite to that decision, but you can definitely make decisions that are really relevant to the outcome of the game. I don't know what an example of that would be. I guess if you think about like how you're going to manage resources, right? Like using a Lunar Eclipse versus a Savagery to clear a minion, where you might need the Savagery later to clear a Captain Rokara or something like that, so that later in the game you might need the Savagery. The Lunar Eclipse is useful to kill a cannon early, something like that. Knowing when to float mana, knowing when to use the innervates, the pounces, knowing when to Solar into an open summons, and knowing when to save Solar because you're going to have to swipe in that matchup for the lethal over the top of like taunts that a Big Priest might put up. I've also beaten Big Priest with this deck. pretty consistently. So this is my current build. I've talked enough. Sorry about that, guys. We're going to go in and we're going to play some games. Hopefully the queue time isn't too long. I'm feeling optimistic for like this run to Legend. I haven't played a ton on NA this month. I played on EU. I got, like I said, rank 11 entrance. I think I'm like 500 now. I haven't played a ton on EU either. Well, a ton. I've played like 5 hours a day of Hearthstone the past few days, but as far as like, you know, actually trying to climb, I haven't done like, I haven't had like a successful climb, I guess we'll put it that way. And every day I get decayed by like 100 points on EU ladder, so there's nothing I can really do about it. But we're in a match now. We have Innervate, we toss Witching Hour. I think we tossed the Spellstone too. Maybe I'm supposed to keep Spellstone. I'm thinking of the minions that kind of wreck us, which are specifically the far watch posts that he might be running if he's Tax Paladin. I'm going to keep the left 3 cards. We get Pounce, so we're going to play the Lost in the Park and hold on turn 1, I think. Depending what he does. If he's odd Paladin and he goes ham with a tour guide or something, we have to respond to that. But I think we're just going to play conservatively here. We're going to play like for what it's worth, we don't have the you know, burst damage to kill him yet. Okay, he's playing what's it called? Buff Paladin. That's a good card in Buff Paladin. He's going to have a bunch of huge taunts and we're going to lose. This is going to be tough. So we have to coin here. We have to waste coin, unfortunately. Because if we get Lost in the Park, you know, countered, it just sucks. Alright, so he's hoping I play Lost in the Park into his Oh My Yogg. If it's not Oh My Yogg, we're wasting the coin. You have to do it, though. You can't just, like, risk it. I don't know why he's roping here. If this guy does play his pack mules and they're buffed, I think we're gonna have a really hard time. It's not gonna be great. We're gonna go like this. Okay. That sucks. I don't think we're gonna win this game. I'm gonna find us a new game just because we're on a video here. I'm not going to try to fight for this game. That's an example of a matchup that's really tough, even from the beginning, right? Like he just puts up taunts, and Bonk Druid can't deal with it. So it's a really, really poor matchup. That matchup, that's a good opportunity actually for me to talk through what the good matchups and the bad matchups are. Perfect matchup is Odd Hunter. Good matchup is Pirate Warrior. Decent matchup, any form of aggro druid or aggro shaman with minions. I don't know what this guy plays. I've played against him before, but I don't recall so yeah, it's those decks that are very board based and don't smork as hard as they need to beat our openers here. So we're gonna go secure the deck on 1, and then Lost in the Park, and probably a 1-drop onto it. I don't know. I think we play secure the deck here. I'm more inclined to try to get the hero power, like to get the secure the deck going. If we get a 1 cost, we play Lost in the Park and go off with that. This is just a guy I play with. Sometimes we co-op a lot. Slight's a good guy. So yeah, we just go Lost in the Park and Pounce and cry about the fact that we can't kill his stuff, but we can kill it next turn, so it's fine. This was a really awkward opener. It's good we got the Innervate, or Pounce rather. If we hadn't gotten the Pounce, we'd be in a rough spot, because we really want to get the claws out of the secure the deck as soon as possible. Unfortunately, the bad matchups for this deck are anything that puts up taunts. So, Pirate Warrior that puts up taunts, but more specifically, Big Priest. Demon based, even Warlock is bad. I think I have to play the Moon Touched here. I can also play. Yeah, we play Nash. Play Nash, and this sucks. It's really awkward. Nash is not a great card. I'm going to play Moon Touched here. Just because we have to kill the 3/4, I think. That's an example of a minion that's like really rough if we don't kill it. So yeah, bad matchups or anything that puts up taunts. That's pretty much the extent of the bad matchups. This deck is kind of broken. It does so well into the decks it does well into that if you find just those matchups, you're going to farm people. It's going to go real well. I think Murloc Shaman is questionable, but we control the board early, we win the game. We've already controlled the board up till now, so I think we're going to get there. If you guys like the content, by the way, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on my YouTube channel, and also check me out. I'm live on twitch.tv/glare, spelled like it is right here, almost every day from 10 p.m. till about 4 a.m. So make sure you guys show me some love over there if you're not already following my content creation on Twitch. I appreciate you guys. So we're gonna go like this and like this, and next turn is gonna be interesting. I think we're gonna go Park Panther and trade the Park Panther into the 1/1, and then attack into the 1/1, leaving, of course, the Murloc Tiny Fin alive. Thank you very much. And yeah, as far as I was saying, like I'm live on twitch.tv almost every day. I'm live on sorry, not live, but I'm on YouTube, trying to be as constant as at least once a week with a video. And I'm on twitter.com, so I'm on twitter.com/glare, anyways, glare_HS. So make sure you guys follow me over there as well. We're going to play the Park Panther, we're going to kill the more impactful minions. Unfortunately, we have to, it just sucks. The thing's going to die, right? But what are you going to do? Let's see what we get from the deck. Man, these animations are so bad. I'm going to hold the Savagery for a more impactful minion. That was a minion I might have wanted, or a spell I might have wanted to play, so I kind of misplayed there. So I was like talking and distracted myself from the game there, but I may have wanted to Savagery the 2/3, but we're not in dire straits right now. We might later on need to, kill off another Underbelly Angler or a Scargale. We need to kill that. So I think it's good that we saved to the Savagery. Although also I don't know why he poisoned something that was going to kill my minion anyway. He should have poisoned a different thing. Just a hard throw. So we go Lunar and Solar. Do one of those. One of these. One of these. And we kill the minion. And now we're just going to pivot and we're going to go face for the rest of the game. We've assembled the armor necessary to win, and now we just have to not get Toxfinned. If he Toxfins the 1/1, it's kind of cursed. But right now we just kind of guaranteed win. This is how the games work when you win with this deck. Like, you just eke along, you're not dying, you're not winning yet, and then suddenly you turn the corner and you have a Guff on board and you're attacking for 15 out of nowhere. Secure the Deck is probably one of the better cards in the deck because it allows you to do that, right? It lets you do the thing where you out of nowhere have like 15 burst. It's not out of nowhere, but people don't necessarily expect for you to deal 15. Like, people will play around 10 and then you just have, a claw and the claws that they know about, right? So they get surprised. Like, off the top, I'm going to hero power here. He's not going to have taunt Murlocs, so it's actually better to save the claw and use the hero power there. I think he's going to clear our board here. But we have the claw. We have 2 turns, I think, before we die. We might die here. It's not inconceivable. We've bricked a little bit. This is a scenario, by the way, for anybody who's wondering why I don't run Fungal Fortunes, where if I had drawn even a couple more cards early in the game, like if I had had more to do in early turns, I wouldn't have had the issue that I'm having right now, where I have where I'm having trouble with my draw, right? So Fungal Fortunes is good, but it discards Park Panther too often, and that's unfortunate. So if it was just draw 3, it would go in the deck, no question, right? Fungal Fortunes would, but because doesn't it doesn't do what it needs to do, and can discard some really impactful minions, I don't run it in my list. I've gone 5 and 4 with this exact build, but I had another build on EU that I went 45 and 12 on, if I recall. I had a really good run to EU Legend. We're just in the race here. Nice, you got the taunt. So we just have to wait and see if we find Swipe. Plus, yeah, this sucks. Gonna HP and swing into it. We're gonna save the pounce because we can get Spellstone to clear the totem. We don't want to give him the roll on another Stoneclaw totem. I think we lose, but what are you gonna do? We might get there. I mean, if we find Swipe, we swipe face and then we pounce. Swipe is the out here, boys. Or Park Panther, that works too. GG easy. Alright, so we're going to do one more game. We had the non-game where I just got destroyed. And then we had that game that we just had where we got him. And yeah, Slight's right. If they had played the trying to get the heal totem out, then that would play around Swipe, although it wouldn't play around what happened. So we found a really tough matchup. This is a matchup I don't win very often. I think I'm like 35% win rate overall, give or take, with this build. We're going to be innovating out Oaken Summons and then playing Moon Touched Amulet. This is such a hard matchup, though. It's actually so tough because they put up taunts, they have a lot of healing. If it's even Reno Lock, which is the more popular list, I know it's going to be even lock just queuing in, right? Like it's everywhere. Yeah, so we're going to play Lost in the Park. Next turn we're going to go innovate Oaken Summons, I think. Corrupts the Moon Touched and yeah, and then the turn after that we have Solar plus something. I don't know what's going to happen, but we definitely want to make this play. If this sticks, which it may very well stick, we have a really, really strong opener on our hands. Alright, guys. So I've already plugged myself. If you guys... I don't know what I should talk about next, but if you guys have any complaints about Goldshire Null, the design of Goldshire Null. No, I'm just kidding. If you guys do end up liking the content, do you feel like once a week is enough? Because I'm on Twitch every day. I just have like a lot on my plate, right? With trying to get Twitch going, trying to get my life restarted post COVID, and trying to like have a regular sleep schedule and all this other stuff that you have to do to stay normal, right? So is once a week enough for you guys? Like, is that interesting, or should I focus more on the you know, content creation from Twitch side of things? I mean, I want to be interesting to my audience. So if you guys have any constructive feedback or any of that, you can leave that in the comments. Or if you're a person I know on Twitch, just let me know what's working, what's not. I appreciate it. All right, so we have the solar plus swipe. Gonna do that, see what we get. And if it's anything good, we probably secure the win off of it. Pharaoh Rage is outstanding. Next turn, we're going to be 1 damage off. We're 1 damage off. Okay, we're going to lose this game. Yeah, we just lose. Oh well. For the first matchup was impossible. The second matchup we did get there. And this one is also very, very difficult. I'm going to kill this and hero power up. I can swipe the 1/3, I guess. Actually, maybe I want to swipe face. That sets up for lethal. We swipe face and we have the spellstone to kill the 1/3. I think I like that. He just has to not have the Wind Fury Lady smile. Damn. So close. Oh well. Why did he... Oh, he doesn't... Yeah, he doesn't have the... I was going to say he could kill off his Morg Forge Fiend to play around second swipe. That's rough. I mean, we could still win. I'm going to hero power and I'm going to pass and see what happens. I think we need to kill the spellstone here. Wait, we play the Guff when we kill it. No, we spellstone the minion there. It's got to be that. And then he can't kill us without exactly Dark Bomb plus the card. And then if we find swipe, we win. The Pega, dude. This is... Oh, we got the freaking Reno. Okay, so this matchup is why you can't really play Bonk Druid at Legend or Diamond 5. I do recommend playing it though if you guys run into a lot of Pirate Warrior and Odd Hunter. That's it from me for this video. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Stop by my Twitch anytime. Whether I'm there or not, drop a follow. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you for stopping in.